Howdy friends, Guthrie Trapp here coming to you from my house in East Nashville, Tennessee. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing pretty good over here. And you know what? I wanted to say thanks for being a part of this channel and all the positive comments and support. It means a lot and keeps me motivated and inspired. Right now, I want to do a little bit of an old school country shuffle. This is something you might have heard by Ray Price, George Jones, guys like that, you know, old school guys, Merle Haggard, stuff like that. Really fun groove to play over. I did this with my Ditto looper from TC Electronics. I did 2 rhythm electric guitar parts on my old Floyd Telly here. Did a bass part on my early 70s Fender P bass, precision bass. No effects, right into the 1966 Fender Princeton reverb with a little bit of reverb on it, which is my favorite effect of all. I can't live without reverb. You know, it's just the best. And then so, it's got a 12-inch speaker in it too. It's an Eminence private jack that I haven't switched out. I like the Alessandro better, but the private jack seems to work in this Princeton pretty well, so I haven't taken it out. But of course, here comes the train, right on schedule. But here's the old country shuffle. All right, we'll get right into it. It's always tricky to shut off that damn loop. One day maybe I'll figure out how to end that thing. Anyway, there's a couple ideas for you. That's not perfect by any means. Like I always say, no extra charge for mistakes. But I just wanted to explain a little bit about how that, not so much the note for note playing that I'm doing. Of course, you know that I'm not trying to have a full free curriculum up on YouTube. I'm using this to drive attention to the other things that I'm doing, my other income streams, which are my private Skype and Zoom lessons, masterclass, hour long, and then I do my full online curriculum with pro audio and video is through a company that I work with called ArtistWorks. That's absolutely incredible out in the Napa Valley, and they're just amazing. Great teachers, Brian Sutton, John Patitucci, Nathan East, Mike Marshall, Daryl Anger, myself, Noam Pikelny, my neighbor over here, from the Punch Brothers banjo, and then Paul Gilbert. I mean, these guys are like pro musicians that are teaching at ArtistWorks. It's no joke. And so that's something to check out. I've got a full country electric guitar curriculum there, but the things that I'm teaching on that are applicable to any style of music that you're playing. The fundamentals that I teach, playing around the chord shapes, learning these fundamentals, that's stuff that excuse me, that's stuff that you can learn on any, that you can apply to any style of music. It's not just country guitar. Which leads me to my next point. You know, when you're playing this style, you can hear me doing, you know, I mean, these are blues licks, right? Right? You know. All that stuff is very funky, very bluesy, but you can't just play minor pentatonic blues over that stuff or major pentatonic. You're really outlining. This is my whole thing: is you're really outlining the dominant 7 chord, and something like even that country shuffle, which is in major. I'm always implying that flat 7 going to the next chord. You know. Like that's pretty major, right? But then going to these other things, you know, like that. Anytime you hit the flat 7, the major third of the 4 chord is right behind. G. So that flat 7 is always leading to the major third of the next chord. If I go to G, it's always leading to C. C7, major third of F. So I'm not going to do a bunch of note for note licks, lick by lick kind of things. These are more, you know, conceptual type lessons, I guess, where I just want to kind of be a consultant and kind of show you the direction to head in. If you want to do the note for note, you know, in-depth stuff, the note, you know, the licks, the stuff that I'm using to get around, how I'm looking at the guitar, that's for, you know, please check out my website. I got to say this. Please check out my website and check out the private Zoom and Skype lessons, as well as, and above all, the Artist Works, which is a fantastic, very affordable curriculum that you have access to, and also the video exchanges where you send me some progress, I send you a video back from right here in my room. And so it's a really cool interactive way to learn. I've got friends and students all over the world, over 800 or 900 now that we've developed. But getting back to this, so this YouTube stuff is just, it's engagement. It's to help a little bit, to show you guys some stuff, and of course draw attention to the other stuff that I'm doing. So I really appreciate that, and thanks for putting up with that. You know, we're all out here trying to make a living, and so you know. But that being said, the blues is just such a huge part of this. I mean, you know, and it's really getting in and feeling the type of music. Like if I'm playing Silver Wings, Okay, Silver Wings, that's a ballad, right? That's a really pretty D major to 2 minor, E minor, to A, 7, right? And then it's got a bridge and the whole thing. But Silver Wings, a beautiful country song. I'm not going to play the blues on that because I can immediately tell that that's a pretty song. You hear the melody, right? You hear the notes the singer's playing, the other instruments are playing, right? And so if I don't hear this, or I'm not going to go. It's not going to fit that because I'm hearing more aggressive stuff. I'm hearing. I'm hearing more aggressive notes and more bluesy notes and more funky kind of notes. And so that's the thing about this is there isn't one scale or one pentatonic that you can use over everything. I wish that was the answer because I'd be out of a job though. But you got to put the time in. That's the shortcut. The shortcut is that there is no shortcut. The shortcut is you got to put the time in to listen to music, to feel music, to learn songs off of records. You have to do that. You have to learn what these different sounds are. Is it minor? Is it major? Is it dominant 7? Is it major 7? Is it all those chords in a song together? You have to be able to learn how to navigate through those. And so this is all stuff that I can help you with, if you want. But this YouTube channel is meant to have fun and show you a little couple things and more of the, like I said, more concepts and ways I'm looking at things versus like, here's how you play this lick. You give a guy a bunch of licks or you teach him how to make his own licks. It's like fish, right? Give a guy fish or teach him how to fish. Because if I gave you a bunch of licks, you're going to be able to use them in a couple areas and that's it, but if you start learning how these licks, if you listen to records and learn from records, you're learning how the licks work, and how to kind of come up with your own stuff. And yeah, you do have to have some licks, but it's about developing a vocabulary and a library of not just licks, but just a lot of playing. And these home bases that you go to, we're trying to ultimately be listening, but we do have to have some of these visual things on the guitar, of course. There's a lot of gray area there. But anyway, like I always say, no extra charge for mistakes. Glad you're here. If this channel's not for you, I totally understand, but I'm having fun with it, and I've met a lot of great people on here. And again, thanks so much for the support. I got to tell you to check out the links below, my website, the Artist Works curriculum, private Skype and Zoom lessons, online sessions, whatever you need. There's not a lot of live gigs going on in Nashville right now, so we're trying to kind of just hang in there, and try to be as creative as we can and stay as inspired as we can. So enough rambling. Thank you so much, friends. Thanks for getting me up over 30,000 subscribers. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to that, but it's very cool that it's getting up there. But stay safe, and I look forward to seeing y'all real soon. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.